What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Boardwine with Davie County Diggers. Before we start into the hunt, I wanted to do just a little bit of lead-up information. Many of y'all know that I live in Carolina, but I grew up in the state of Maryland, Western Maryland to be specific, about 20 minutes from the Antietam battlefield. And y'all know I'm crazy about the Civil War, and Antietam has always, ever since I've been a little kid, been just a special, magical place to me. I've been there countless times. I know that battlefield like the back of my hand, but I've never hunted up there, and I always look for an opportunity that might happen. I got a good buddy of mine named Craig Smith, and Craig and I, we've been knowing each other since we were 5 years old. We were in the same kindergarten class, went through high school together, graduated together, but lost contact for a good many years, and recently reconnected on Facebook. He has done some metal detecting and has kind of gotten more back into it here recently, got himself an AT Pro, and circumstances existed that got us hooked up, and he invited me to come up for a hunt. And Craig lives real close to the Antietam battlefield and was kind enough to invite me along. The very first day that we hunted, you're gonna see the relics were very few, even though we were literally on property that butted up to the national battlefield. Like, as in, if you're 10 feet over this way, you're at stone monuments and stuff. I could see the Dunkard Church, and for those of y'all that know the Antietam battlefield, I'm literally 500 yards from the Mama farm. So literally, I am within a stone's throw of some of the hottest and heaviest fighting in the American Civil War in a one-day battle. Over 50,000 men there fighting like crazy. So the relics were few that first day, even though we hunted just as hard as we could go. And then on day two, another good buddy of mine named Brian Koblentz, went to high school with Brian. He grew up on the same street as me. We used to play basketball out my driveway till wee hours of the morning. He's also a metal detectorist, and Brian was kind enough, when he found out that we were up, to take me and Craig along to another permission. And we did find a few things there. That site has been absolutely pounded hard, but at one time it was a site where guys were leaving there at the end of the day with their pockets just absolutely loaded down. So you know what, when I was driving home and I was evaluating how that hunt went, it didn't matter that I didn't find a ton of stuff. What mattered to me was the relationships that I rekindled. It was so cool seeing Craig and Brian, and really, to me, the relationships that you make in this hobby, that's what it's all about. The finds, the relics, they're cool too, but it's really about the relationship. So I was ecstatic. I'm looking forward to another opportunity to maybe get back up that way, but it was a super fun hunt. At the end of this video, I'm gonna roll some photos in of some monuments and some historical Civil War sites that I actually visited on the way up. So if you wanna check that out, I'll go ahead and put some information in there about that. With that said, thank you, Craig. Thank you, Brian. You guys are both awesome. I had a really good time with you that weekend, and let's go ahead and kick off the hunt. All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris Boardwine with Davie County Diggers. I'm here with my buddy Craig Smith and Brian Koblentz. We are hunting in and around Antietam, Sharpsburg, which was the deadliest battle of the American Civil War, the deadliest one-day battle, fought in 1862 when Robert E. Lee crossed the Potomac. So we're excited about what we might get into here. There's a lot of bullets, a lot of buttons. We're getting ready to get onto it. There we go. There it is. Nice. 69 caliber.
My first bullet.
Probably Confederate. That's Craig's first bullet ever, man. Good job.
I'm addicted.
Good job, man.
This is Brian, and I found a button back so far, and I think I just have my first bullet of today. Yep, that's what it is. Looks like it's a fired 3-ringer. Sweet, on the board.
Brian's up there on the hill, and he's already got him a 3-ringer already. This is gonna be my first target of the day that I dug that wasn't junk. Looks like an old buckle. Not exactly sure what kind of buckle that was. That's definitely period. That's gonna be involved with the Civil War, so pretty happy about that. It's a good find. Hopefully we'll get on to some more good stuff. here with Craig. He's got his first 3-ringer. See it, buddy.
I scuffed it a little bit.
Man, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Dude. Heck yeah, man. That's a pretty drop bullet right there. Congrats. Woo-hoo. Good job, man.
All right, I'm gonna do my best to do a live dig, but I have a pretty good signal here, so let's try this together. Oh my gosh, did you see that? I just got a bullet pop out a hole. Nice. Looks like it's a drop 3-ringer. Third of the day so far. Oh crap, I hit it a little bit with my shovel, dang it, sorry. Anyway, that's my 3rd target of the day.
All right, well, I think I've got a pretty good signal. It sounds 16, 17, so no guarantees, but it could be a bullet. If it is, it would be my first Antietam bullet, and I am praying to goodness it is.
I have confidence.
You have some confidence in me?
I do. I found mine literally 5 feet away, so.
Could be a good spot then. Man, it really sounds like a bullet. One of the things that I'm finding is that the soil here is so much different than where I normally dig. The signals are kind of muted a little bit more. The sandy soil of Southern Virginia, the signals are just like bangers. You know, you just can't miss the bullets. But here they're a little bit more muted. Still in the hole. There it is.
Look at that.
Yeah, man.
How'd I miss over that one? They're 5 feet away.
I'm glad you did.
I left that one for you.
Oh,
Had
man.
to make sure you got your first.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Let's see it.
1862. It's been there ever since.
This is Brian again, and I have a good signal. It doesn't sound like a bullet. It sounds pretty high, but it's in the pile here somewhere. Oh my gosh. It is a piece of a backpack. It is actually a triangle section of a backpack. That is awesome. My first acoupment, if you will, or how you want to call that, backpack piece I haven't found in a long time, so that's pretty awesome. Excited to have that. So
I had a nice little 14 signal here. Pretty sure that's going to be a bale seal. That's a pretty cool find right there.
this is Brian again, and I dug about a 12-inch hole, and it was a big signal, so I just kept at it, and I just popped this out, and you can see there's another bullet in the clod. Nice. Another 3-ringer, another drop bullet. So that's number 4 so far today.
Well, it's been a long time since good signals. This is a absolutely beautiful permission that we're on, nestled just outside of Sharpsburg, Maryland. And I've got my second bullet signal of the day. I'm happy about that. Be a 69 caliber round ball right there. Yeah, buddy. That makes me happy.
Hey, this is Brian. I had to leave early because the handle to my metal detector broke, so my day has been cut short, unfortunately. But this is how I did. I've got 4 3-ringers, a triangle piece. I do have a back of a general service button. I have a poker chip, which is really cool. And then I have a piece of camp lead, and then I have a flat button. So not too bad overall. It's always great to save some history, and it was great seeing Chris, and hope they did well. And again, thanks for watching.
All right, everybody, well, we're done with the hunt. I think we about had all we can take today. The relics were slow, and honestly, I don't think we got as many as we had hoped that we would. But you know what? When you're digging Civil War history, there's no guarantees on what you might get or not get. But this is going to be what Craig finished the day with. These are going to be his 2 first 3-ring mini balls. Got a 69 caliber round ball, and then this really cool knapsack triangle. That right there is really awesome. He got some modern bullets there. And then as for me, I didn't do quite as well. I did get 1 3-ring mini ball. I got a 69 caliber round ball, piece of bucking ball. This is probably modern or turn of the century, but I'll have to look at that. It looks like it's about 32 caliber. Some modern bullets, this old buckle clad dime, 2 bail seals, and what looks like part of a suspender clasp or some type of an adjuster. So, you know what? We had a great time. You can look off in the distance. And I want to thank my friend Craig for inviting me up.
Well, glad you could come up. Great time. We'll do it again.
All right.
We will.
Thanks, guys.
Through the smoke and the mud and the blood we walked behind Robert E. Lee. 60 miles from Richmond to face the Union Army. We dug our holes and we built a wall, 'cause we knew there'd be a fight if the blue coat wearing soldiers crossed the river that night. Sure as hell at sundown came 100,000 men, and it sure did shock me, Lord, to see kin killing kin. The cannonballs were heavy, filled with iron and steel and lead, and the James River water ran a bloody red. It's been 100 years, and as I look around, I see a mighty city where there once was a battleground. I thought when they surrendered that we would fight no more, but the ghost of Lee can still see us fight the Civil War.
I am but a simple man, I got no command of the written word. I can only try and tell you the things I've seen and heard. Listen to the picture forever etched on my mind. The day that hell broke loose just north of May, right on along the Kennesaw line. The day that hell broke loose just north of May, right on a clear and cloudless day. Deckerwood tapped on the tree, would soon be shut away. Well, the heat blistered down through the leaves on the trees. The air seemed hot enough to catch fire. The heavens seemed to be made of brass as the sun rose higher and higher. Everything got real still and quiet. My old messmate, Walter Hood, said, I believe them boys are up to something. You know it ain't no dang good. Well, the storm broke and swept down on us. It rumbled through the hills. Walter sighed and dropped his rifle. He said something to me about the whippoorwill. Sammy, can't you hear him singing, singing for you and me? And all the Murray Grays all carry back to Tennessee. God bless the 1st and the 27th, the Brand Rock City Guard. Nobody ever told me, oh, the dying could be so hard. Sammy, I think I've been hurted real bad. Ain't this a hell of a day? You best gonna leave me